In order to show how to extrude in multiple directions, we're going to take a look at this rectangle in Rhino just to make a really simple example. So in the perspective view, we're going to take a look at this. If we type extrude or find extrude in one of the menus, we can see that by default it's going to extrude in a single direction. If we go up to the command prompt, there's an option up here for direction. So if we go ahead and click that, it's going to ask us first for our base point for direction. So if we click there, and then let's say we go into one of our side views, we take ortho off and we click off to the side, we can see then that that will extrude off to the side. If we type D again or go up and click direction and then hit enter, we can go ahead and grab another one of these and then we can extrude off in that direction, and you can see that we can extrude in any different direction that we want. So if we do that, we'll end up with a sort of parallelogram looking form. So usually to do this, what I like to do is I like to create a guide for the direction that I actually want to extrude in. So if I go ahead and start a polyline, so click our polyline tool, go to one of my ends, and then let's say I want to extrude that direction. And then if I go into my right view, let's say I want to twist this a little bit so that it extrudes in multiple different directions. So a guide curve will help us. So you see that in plan we're going off in a certain direction, and in the right view we're also going off. So this will be a sort of tilted form when it comes out. So then if I go to my extrude command, I click direction, and then I click the base point here and my top curve there, you can see that I'm actually going to be extruding in multiple directions just along that guide curve. So I usually like to add one of those little guide curves just as a construction line to help control, so that I'm not trying to go into my front and right view to control the direction in one step. I can instead do a much more controlled way of drawing a polyline through a multi-step process and then simply using that line as my guide for my extrusion.